Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another live Hafiz Reflects. My name is Hafiz. I'm hosting the show from live in front of the Iranian embassy, and we are currently behind us. As you can see, there's the Iranians. You would say the patriots, compatriots of the Iranian regime. They are essentially here to protest against the Iranian regime, and as you can see behind me, it's hold on, let me see.
In the 1990s,
it's hard to see, but you can see there's the Iranian regime flag, as you can see behind me. So this is the Iranian embassy that we're in front of, and the Iranian compatriots are here essentially protesting against the Iranian regime. Also, they are actually, they are thanking Israel for their actions. Now, I haven't done our usual okay, this might be a little bit better. Okay, I haven't done a sound check. Let me do a quick sound check just to make sure everything is good.
Israeli embassies in Georgia, India, and Thailand announced their intentions to assassinate President Donald Trump and slaughtered more than 1,500 peaceful protesters fighting for Iran's liberation.
Okay. Testing. Hello. Okay, I'm sorry about I know the generator. I'm gonna move away from the generator in a minute, guys. Just give me a second. We're moving from the generator. We're gonna flip the camera over. God, that generator makes a lot of noise. Let's move and see what we can see.
We have
as you can see,
solidarity between Iranian, American, and Israeli people.
These are the flags. There you go, that gentleman.
At the first October 7th rallies in cities around the world, waving in the wind and shining in the sun, we saw the stars and stripes, the Star of David, and the Lion and Sun, the ancient and eternal Iranian flag, flying proudly side by side.
We've got the current Iranian.
The Iranian people stand with Israeli and Americans because before the Islamic Republic came for you, it came for us. Ours is a shared experience. We know your struggle. My friends, you in Israel are under siege. War is being waged on you from the south, from the north, from the east, and from a propaganda war in the west. All of this is being coordinated, supported, and directed by the Islamic Republic. Reacting to each of these threats independently, as if they were independent threats, will leave you in a state of perpetual vulnerability. You will be simply reacting, and your people will never have peace. The time of reacting to these reactionaries must come to an end. Iranians too. Iranians too tried to deal with this regime. They tried to reform it. It was under these reformists that the most brutal massacres of my compatriots took place. So trust us when we say no deal can be made with such a regime and no accommodation with its proxies. Trust us when we say that the regime that imposed support Hezbollah terrorists to murder its own citizens will never ever give up its jihad against you. Rising anti-Semitism is taking enough lives on its own.
Okay, guys, this is the current Crown Prince Reza Shah Pahlavi, the son. This is actually Farah, the queen of the former Shah, or the wife of the former Shah, and that's her son. And this is actually the former Shah of Iran. So a lot of people misunderstand the different, I guess, Shahs. This is the actual Shah of the Iranian before the Islamic Republic's revolution, or before the revolution in 79. And this is his son, Salah.
And to bring peace for Israel, America, the Arab world, and my compatriots in Iran,
and
is to
I
send
believe
the Islamic Republic to the ash heap of
these are the
history
people
once and for all.
that the Islamic Republic has murdered already. So if you're talking about women and children, look at all these young people. Teenagers, 20 years old, 16 years old. So you want to talk about Israel murdering kids? This is the Islamic Republic's murder list. 7 years old. There's a young girl, 7 years old right there. 9 years old. 16.
My friends,
So
in the past year,
if we're talking about
Iranians and Israelis
killing
have
kids,
stood in
believe me,
solidarity.
the Islamic Republic has been
But
killing kids
solidarity is no longer sufficient.
for years and years, for 46 years of killing kids,
Side by side.
sending children over minefields,
Hand in hand.
etc., etc.
As we stand on this precipice together, the question I put before you today is simple. Are you ready to do more than stand together? Are you ready to act together? The people of Iran have made their stance clear. They are fighting against this regime every day, and they are doing it with no support from the outside world. They have sent me here with a message. They are not only fighting to free themselves, but to free the Middle East and the world from the scourge of this evil regime. As they fight this fight,
+4477.
Telephone just went off. موظف باش پشت. These are all the people waiting. This is a small contingent at the moment. Oops. Sorry guys, I didn't realize the microphone was all the way over there. This is a small contingent at the moment. We're hoping as the weeks go on, there'll be a larger crowd. Unfortunately, they had to pack up a lot of their
Islamic Republic for all of us.
Stuff.
Do not leave them to fight alone.
They had to pack up, the police made them pack up the fencing that they had here.
The people of Iran
they're
are
still
your
here.
partners, not pawns. Pawns are expendable. My people are not. What we need in this partnership is beyond photo-ops, rallies, and social media posts. What we need is a collaborative, coordinated campaign. We need to reinstate maximum pressure on the Islamic Republic.
What you're hearing is actually the voice of Reza Shah Pahlavi, the son.
And we need to facilitate maximum defections from the regime so that we can peacefully transition from this criminal dictatorship to the secular democracy the Iranian people are fighting for. This requires leadership in the United States, in Israel, and an Iranian partner. Ladies and gentlemen, I am here to offer that partnership and extend a hand as a partner in peace. It is through this partnership, thank you. It is through this partnership, through this coordinated action, that we can achieve freedom for the people of Iran, security for Israel, the United States, the Arab world, and a true opportunity for a bright future for the Palestinians. If we fail to act and the Islamic Republic remains in power, none of that will be possible. But if we work together, we can secure prosperity and dignity for our people, and stability and security for our world, and expand from the Abraham Accords to the Cyrus Accords. As we stand on the precipice of history, we do so united in our values and our vision. But now it is time to act. And when the lion and the sun rise again, the world will see a new dawn of peace. Thank you so much.
جمهوری اسلامی به پایان خود رسیده و در حال سقوط است. خامنه‌ای همچون موشی هراسان زیر زمین پنهان شده و کنترل اوضاع را از دست داده است.
We have this particular job's worth of a police officer that insists everyone get off the road even though there's literally no one coming down this road. There's cars that are parked on this lane, so no cars would actually come in this lane. But that's what happens with Jobsworth Metropolitan Police. Two-tier policing, two-tier Kia in action right away.
من سالها کوشیدم تا میهنمان گرفتار آتش جنگ نشود. پایان جمهوری اسلامی پایان جنگ 46 ساله آن با ملت ایران است. دستگاه سرکوب رژیم در حال فروپاشی است. تنها یک خیزش همگانی لازم است تا این کابوس برای همیشه پایان یابد. اکنون زمان ایستادن است. زمان بازپسگیری ایران. همه با هم از بندر عباس تا بندر انزلی، از شیراز تا اصفهان، از تبریز تا زاهدان، از مشهد تا اهواز، از شهر کرد تا کرمانشاه به صحنه بیایید. پایان این رژیم را رقم بزنید. نگران فردای پس از سقوط جمهوری اسلامی نباشید. ایران دچار جنگ داخلی و بی‌ثباتی نخواهد شد. ما برای آینده ایران و شکوفایی‌اش برنامه داریم. ما برای صدروز نخست پس از سقوط، دوران گذار و استقرار یک حکومت ملی و دموکراتیک برای ملت ایران.
Let's be honest, we all know that the British establishment don't want the mullahs gone. They're probably extremely upset about this. Keir Starmer's probably shitting bricks right now that he's going to lose control over the Islamic Republic because they were getting along very nicely with the mullahs. But the mullahs' days are numbered. This is it. End of an era. Finally, after 46 years, the Iranians are going to be able to gain their freedom and maybe, hopefully, their independence from all influences.
نقشی تاریخی ایفا کنید و و در ساختن آینده ایران سهیم باشید. ایران آزاد و آباد پیش روی ماست. باشد که به زودی در کنار شما باشم. آینده ایران زنده باد ملت ایران.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry I'm not able to read the text too often, but thank you everyone in the chat. Please like and subscribe. And yeah, keep an eye out. I'm gonna do this for about maybe half an hour to an hour, and then I'm gonna go over to Speaker's Corner and start a new live stream over there from the madness that is Speaker's Corner.
تنها به دست پرقدرت ملت بزرگ ایران ممکن است. ایران متعلق به شماست و بازپسگیری‌اش نیز در دستان شماست. هر نافرمانی شما از جمله نرفتن به محل کار، کمکاری یا دیرکاری می‌تواند ضربه‌ای مؤثر بر پیکر فرسوده این رژیم باشد.
Okay, it's speaking Farsi now, so
But first up, just a short while ago, I spoke with the exiled Crown Prince of Iran, Reza Pahlavi.
Switching.
Some very important commitments about the new democratic, nuclear-free Iran. Please take a listen. All right, folks, welcome to the show. Special Treaty Conference, Reza Pahlavi. Your Highness, thank you for doing
proper
this.
jobs worth. Police officers.
Let me just begin. We're a week into the Israeli-Iranian war. Israel struck heavily with the help, I might add, of Iranian dissidents and free Iran supporters who are helping Israel in this war.
Sorry?
Just get your
YouTube, Twitch, Kick. That's it. I think that's it.
YouTube, definitely. Yeah.
YouTube, yeah.
But what are you hearing from
Today?
your contacts?
Yeah, live. It's live now. Live.
What kind of shape is that in?
What's the name?
Hafiz TV.
Hafiz.
بفهم.
have always been committed to peace, and it pains me to see them suffer as a result of Khamenei's madness in dragging our country to where we are today that should not have brought us to where we are. Nevertheless, given the circumstances that have also witnessed as a result of this military campaign, the regime's being completely decimated in many forms, and
Let's see.
They see the signs of crumbling the regime. You know, people who come within the system, the military system, and the
What's going on over here? We have some opposition. This is from the.
Hello, sir. Are you from this side or that side?
I'm from neither side. I'm just reporting whatever is going on. They are holding the flag of the. Actually, it looks like the Kurdish flag and the British flag. I'm not entirely sure. I think these are Kurdish people. I'm not entirely sure whose embassy this is. Excuse me. Is this Kurdish? Yeah. Oh, okay. Because I recognize it. So,
Hello, mate.
hello.
How are you?
How
What's
are
your
YouTube channel Hafiz TV. My own YouTube. Just my own. Yeah. Just.
Yeah, today's protest to the anti-Iranian.
Oh, are you actually?
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. So
Yeah.
you guys are you Iranian Kurds or?
Yeah, Iranian.
Oh, so you are Farsi
Yeah.
as well. So you speak Farsi.
I know, I'm speaking Kurdish and
Oh, Kurdish.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. But are you guys? So is this just purely Iranian Kurds, or are they a mixture
Yeah,
of
just Iranian Kurd. Yeah.
not Turkish or Iraqi?
I'm not sure. I'm not. No. Just that's a demonstration. That's just a spiritual for the Iranian.
Do you mind if I record, or do you want me to just the voice? Just the voice. It's okay. Say it. Just
Yeah. My name is Muhammad Manguri. Today we are here for the demonstration anti-Iranian. We are protesting the Iranian regime. We say change, regime change. IRGC. terrorist.
All right.
Yeah.
Excellent. So, will you be in support of if the British government declared the IRGC as a terrorist organization?
Yes, of course.
And which, I mean, I know the Kurds. Are they? They're in the north of Iran, right? They're in the northern parts, similar to the Azadi
yeah. Kurdish of Iran, probably 20 million people in the Iran. Yeah. It's not small people. Yeah, 20 million people is a big.
So what are you hoping that? I mean, it looks like this will be the end of the IRCG regime. What are you hoping to get out of the future of Iran?
I want the British government that ban of IRGC, and I want to change the regime. I'm supporting freedom, and I'm supporting the change of the mullah regime to the democracy regime.
Hey, how are you? You're all right. Yeah. Sorry, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. It's called Hafiz. My name is Hafiz. You can find me on Hafiz TV, on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, all that stuff. I'm a very small YouTuber.
My idea.
Yeah, guys, if you want to. Yeah. Don't worry. Hold on. Okay. Go on. Shoot. So what was your idea?
So this is my idea, change the regime mullah and democracy for all people in Iran, and for Kurd, Turk, Persian. We want to live as free in the Iran for every nation or every religion.
Every ethnicity, everyone in Iran. But do you, I mean, those guys over there, they support obviously the monarchy or the Shah. What is your feelings towards the possible interim government, which may be led by the Shah or the son of the Shah?
This is their idea. My idea for free. We are the support of the free. Like United Kingdom is everyone. People is free. Free idea, free religion, free reading, free studying. Yeah.
Do you hope that there will be like a representative democracy where every ethnicity of Iranians will be represented in the parliament?
Yes,
the Kurds, 100%. The Turks, the Lors, Baluch, all the rest.
Yes. We are believing that 100% that the freedom and the free idea, and every culture, every nation, everything. We live in that. This is our country. We are processing the free.
The thing is, right now. Right now, a lot of people are worried that Iran might have sectarian violence or like a civil war after the regime falls. Are you worried about? Is there a worry like that in the sort of the Kurdish population?
Yeah. I'm worried about the Kurdish people. Kurdish people in the Iran that cannot reading and studying and in the school and the mid school, and the high school, and the university. We need reading and studying my language, mother language. Yeah, we are supporting my language.
Oh, I see. So currently in Iran, are you not allowed to speak your language or practice your traditions?
It's allowed to speak, but not allowed the inside the government. Place.
There's no representation in government.
No,
Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for the delay and the breakup in the coverage. Unfortunately, my phone overheated. Let me flip this around. Yeah, my phone overheated. So I don't know how much of that you got, but basically he was repeating himself anyway. But so what we've got is we've got the Kurd around. So we have the Kurdish behind me, and you could say the Iranians, the Persian, sort of the Royalists, I guess is the best way to explain it, really. So we got the Royalists behind me. We got the Kurdish over there. For some reason, there must have been some kind of a fight last week, because now the police are keeping these two groups separate. As you can see, if I flip the camera, as you can see, there's like a police wall now between them and these group, between the group over there and the group over here. And I think that is because there was some sort of a skirmish, some fights broke out. And now it seems that the Kurds, even though the Kurds are against the Islamic Republic and are against the IRCG, but the Iranians amongst themselves already started fighting in London. God help us, what's going to happen when they start fighting amongst themselves in Iran. And this is the fear that we all have. This is the fear that everyone has, is that the Iranians are going to stop. Thank you, Lieutenant. Thank you. Can you guys still hear me? Can you hear what I'm saying? Let me see. Okay, thank you. So we can still hear each other. So I'm gonna just reiterate what I said earlier on, which is, yeah, I do apologize. My phone did overheat. The sun is playing havoc here on my phone, so it's a bit of an issue.
Two
20 million people watching from all around the world. That's amazing. Okay, I will reiterate if you guys missed what I said. And essentially, we have the Kurdish, the Kurdish Iranians over there. The gentleman's English wasn't too great, so when I was trying to interview him in English, obviously he was struggling with that. So we've got the Iranian Kurds, which are over there, which also do support the downfall of the IRGC. But we have the Iranian, if you could say, the more mainstream city, Tehran, Esfahan sort of people, the Royalists who support the king, and they're on this side. Again, I feel a bit bad that the police have to actually separate them. As you can see, there's a police divide now between these two groups. If I can get a bit closer, between the police divide. So you see there's a police divide now between this group and the Kurdish that are over there, and I guess you could say the Royalists that are over here. And at the moment, this is what we kind of feared in Iranian society, that we are hoping that everyone unites long enough to get rid of the IRCG. But at this stage, if they have this kind of infighting now, oh God, this generator is horrific. Okay, let me get away from the generator.
Coming to us from personnel within the military or intelligence.
So as you can see, these are the royal family of Iran.
Falling apart much faster than it was, let's say, last week. The problem, however, is that even landlines are down.
This is the
families that are trying to overcome this.
We are walking.
The nation is not detached or unable to communicate. As you know,
these are the two main groups. See, this is, I believe you would have seen this at the beginning of anyway. I've already covered this. I think we've got some new people arriving over here. Hey, how are you? It seems like this is gonna Magbar Rahban. I don't shout these things very often. Magbar Ali Khamenei. That's it, there you go. Ali Khamenei is hiding like a rat in a tunnel like Saddam Hussein right now. And when the Iranian people find him, he's going to have a lot of problems. It's not going to be a good day for Ali Khamenei. But let's not speak too soon, because the regime is not over yet.
Because everybody has a job to benefit, not just complete people.
Now, for those of you who don't know, these are the two. This is Khomeini, this is Khamenei. Most people mix these two up because the names are very similar. This piece of crap is dead and hopefully in hell. Khomeini, Khamenei. Without the raccoon masks, but anyway, you know what I mean. Okay, so let's walk over here.
I hope it doesn't get to this point. I think there's enough damage done to the regime without having to take it to the next level. But if the objective finally is for this regime to completely collapse,
okay, this is a Sunday.
Elements much stronger than a bomb.
Still a bit empty, but the police are trying to stop them from blocking the pathway. So we have a bit of an issue with the policing here on this one. The police don't want us to block anyone walking.
Communicating the fact that they're ready to defect. They're ready to peel away from the regime. They're willing to join with the people and demonstrate that to the people.
Some elements within the intelligence sector as well as the traffic side. We are seeing more and more actions being something that I anticipated and I hoped for. Because we realize that it's not
Sorry if I can just... Okay, it looks like they're putting even a bigger gap between these two groups. I'm not sure why. They seem to be separating them even more at the moment, but everything is still relatively peaceful, relatively calm. So things are good for now. There's Officer Jobsworth telling everyone to stay on the pavement. Awesome. So, for now, nothing's going on, nothing's happening. All is calm, all is well. It's almost the night before Christmas, something like that. People walking through, looking at either side weirdly. So far so good, everybody's chilled, they're playing their thing. I can't actually hear what they're playing. I don't actually see CP reports. Across the road here. Okay, let's walk down this way. Let's see what we can see. These guys are also shouting Magbar Khamenei, also doing their thing. Get a little view of there's a lot of men here. Unlike the other side, there's a lot of men that are lined up on this one. But they are on this side. I don't see CP reports. Okay, there's a few girls. There's a few girls. The funny thing is that The funny thing is, the lady that died was actually a Kurdish lady, Mahsa Amini. So really, the people of Iran all rallied behind her because she died. But for now, we're just looking, and they are shouting death to Khamenei as well, just like the other side. Unfortunately, it's the Royalists and the Kurdish kind of issues, I guess. It's a shame because these people should all be united under one banner. Hello, Trouble. Huh? I was tired. Shit happened. Huh? I saw it on yours, I saw it on Louis'.
Not that one. Shabnam got arrested.
Who?
Shabnam went upset and killed me. Shabnam? I went upset and snap and kill me.
Oh,
That one
the
got
girl.
arrested.
Oh, I see. I didn't see that. Did you record it? Are you going to upload it? Awesome. Nice. Nice.
And shot that out in early hours this morning from the house.
Are you live now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought instead of Speaker's Corner, I'd come here today for a bit, do like an hour, and then
There's two.
the what? There's two.
There's a couple of people coming.
What? From like protesters or just camera people? Not coming here. Really?
Well, they're sporting of this, but you'll recognise them.
Yeah, these guys are Kurdish.
Well, they'll be on that side then. I think. I'm not sure
I see. Well, the thing is, I didn't want to go on that side of the road because I can't really get far there, so I came here to be able to record.
I'm betting over and back.
Oh, what?
I'm going to go backwards and forwards.
Yeah, I figured that's what you'd be because I couldn't see you here. But to be honest with you, you're safe. Nobody hates you here.
They all hate you.
No, actually they don't. Both sides are, because I'm kind of neutral. All I want is actually these lot and those lot should all be united right now. But unfortunately, that's what it is in Iranian politics. You know, they're not united, which is a shame because I actually want them to be united. That's right, everyone. When the Islamic Republic falls and Iran is a free country, you're all invited by the Caspian Sea. As I said before, I'll bring the caviar, you guys bring the vodkas, and we will enjoy a free Iran. Believe me, the Caspian Sea is amazing. It is utter, absolute. I mean, I don't know what they've done to it in the last 46 years. I've heard that they've ruined it, but we'll fix it. We'll fix it and make it beautiful again. Sorry? No, unfortunately I can't. I've got a few things I have to do. I have to go back to my mom's. This stuff. This stuff. Okay, we've got. There seems to be a lot of men here, though. A lot of young men.
How are your network? How are your life?
You didn't recognise me, did you? What this bloody mob?
These are the Kurdish anti-Iranian regime.
Oh, so they're anti-Iranian.
Yeah, that's why unfortunately there's a bit of a divide.
So they don't like each other, even though they both.
There's a little bit of a thing. The problem is, if you imagine they're divided here.
Wow, yes, what they like.
What the kind of shit's gonna be happening over there? You think to yourself, right now their common enemy.
YouTube channel.
This is for my YouTube.
Yeah, what's your channel?
Hafiz TV. Hafiz TV. H-A-F-E-Z. Yeah. There you go. Steve knows me. Follow Steve the atheist. He's the man.
Very brilliant. Cheers.
No worries. Have a good one. So yeah. Actually, we have a representative of the Reform Party because it's overheating my phone. So this is like soaked in water to try to cool it down. So we're represented here. We have an honored guest. Honored guest, for representative of South Hall for the Reform Party, Steve. Atheist Steve. Steve, what do you think of today's?
I'm not here representing Reform, by the way, but no, I'm on my way to Speaker's Corner. I thought I'd come this way to see what was going on, and I saw this great huge rabble who seemed a bit excitable.
Hold on, sorry.
Hold on. Although where are the women? It's all men. I guess they've left them home cooking.
Hold on.
I don't know how many hundred would you say are there?
Well,
300.
as you can see, these are the small boat people who are all women and children, refugees coming.
I suspect these didn't come by boat.
No, I'm not sure.
No.
I couldn't possibly tell you.
They all look quite respectable and clean and tidy and washed.
They are. No, they're perfectly nice people, but yeah, women and children. All the women and children. There's no women and children. It's just you lads. As Ricky Gervais said.
So give me a quick summary of the Kurds and the Iranian Islamic regime.
How do you mean? Do you mean the relationship or their interaction? Well, the funny thing is, let me get this right. This is where the microphone. The fact is that, you know, the lady, the Mahsa Amini that died, that actually kind of kicked off a whole bunch of protests a few years back.
The one because she took her hijab.
Her hijab wasn't on properly and all that.
Yeah.
She is actually Kurdish. She is.
There's two women over there. Look.
There's a few. I saw a few.
Okay.
But yeah, she is actually Kurdish. And that's why they had the chant Zan Zendegi Azadi, but it's actually Zan Zendegi something else, begins with a Z. And so this is why I find this frustrating, because the whole protest that's kicked off, you know, upset a lot of Iranians, was a Kurdish girl getting killed by the Islamic regime. So the Kurds absolutely hate the Islamic regime. Why are they not getting on with the other Iranians who absolutely hate the Islamic regime and already kind of infighting? And this is what scares the shit out of me, is that people say, no, Iranians are different. We're not like Iraq. We're not like Afghanistan. But
so tell me why, as we said, there's the monarchy supporting group and then there's the Kurd group. What would prevent them from joining together? Would the monarchists not support the Kurds?
Well, I think the Kurds have separatist ideas, because a lot of Kurds in Iraq, in Turkey, they want a country of their own. They want to be William Wallace, and none of these prospective countries want them to have. They're not going to give up a piece of their land, their country, for the Kurds to have a country. So Turkey is not going to do it. Iraq doesn't want to do it. Iran doesn't want to do it. So these guys are kind of stuck in the middle. They're a group of people without land. They're a landless group of people.
Well, they don't have their own independent land that they're sovereign over.
No, you see, the clever thing the British did was that.
Well, it always comes back to us.
Well, no. I'm saying how you guys handled your separatists, if you like, with the Scots, is that you gave them their own country, quote unquote, but still maintained a vast amount of control over their country, but through political and economic means. But still gave them this, like, oh, you have your own flag, aren't you happy?
So do the Kurds not have any devolved?
Not really, no. They have no real sovereignty. Everything, in fact, they can't even teach their own language, which they have, in schools. They can only teach Farsi, and so they can't even have their own. They have to teach their own language to themselves, to their kids.
And do you see that ever changing? Do you think they have any hope to achieve anything they want?
Well, all I can see is that if Iran had the sophistication, or the Iranians have the sophistication of the British to give people a little bit of, throw people a bone, but still maintain an overall nation, United States of Iran or United Kingdom of Iran, whatever, then maybe that would quell some of this separatist attitude. But as long as the Iranians, the Turks, the Iraqis insist, no, they're going to hammer you. They're just going to bring the hammer down instead of negotiate a scenario in which these people can actually live with their own, feel sovereign, feel that they can attain their own ethnicity, their own language, their own self of history and sense, just like the Scots. I mean, if you look at Braveheart, that is pretty much the situation with these guys. They want to march across the fields and win their freedom and fight like what do you call warrior poets.
Are there any leaders amongst them? Are there people that...
I don't know any significant people.
And do you know, and I'm asking you lots of questions here, but approximately what is
Who's
their...
interviewing who?
Me, you. What is their population approximately, do you know?
I don't know the exact size, no, I don't.
Would it be a couple of million or...
Oh yeah, a few million for sure. I mean, the thing is, as I said, you got to recognize Kurds are spread across Iran, Turkey and Iraq. So actually, if you take the diaspora of Turks or those regions, then there would be a substantial country.
So if they had their way, would their land only lie within Iran, or would it go beyond Iran's?
Well, it depends on how they get what they get. If they get it through some sort of war conquest, then...
Well, no, if they were just given on a plane...
Oh, if they were given, then they would still only... Iran, I would imagine, would only recognize Iranian Kurds.
They're all doing selfies. Is there someone of note over there?
No, because they're all doing selfies in different directions.
Why?
So it can't be. I think they're just doing selfies of themselves.
Why all at once? How bizarre.
It could be that they're on TikTok. It could be that they're on... they've got their own social media. The Kurdish have their own social media.
Oh, look, there's a Union Jack over there. Bless them.
Oh yeah, they actually have a Kurdish with a Union Jack flag on the side.
All right. So, was it Thursday or Friday last week where there was violence here?
Yeah.
And that was pro-Islamic regime versus...
That's what the claim is. I don't know. I haven't confirmed, but they...
Well, I would imagine. I mean, people, thugs...
attack.
Do you remember they all passed Speaker's Corner one week, and then there was a big thing outside the Islamic Centre in Kilburn.
In Kilburn, yeah. It could be. I mean, of course, Islamic Republic has their agents all over Britain. All over Britain.
I do wonder if there's any chance that they will try anything today, not least after Trump's amazing bomb.
We destroyed all of their bombs.
It's given them 2 weeks.
I mean, of course, the Keir Starmer literally posted on X that...
Right, exactly.
He trusts him. I'll be honest, Britain is no longer considered a trusted ally of America or Israel anymore.
And that's I do agree, and that's precisely how low we have fallen under this sham of a government, under this sham of a prime minister.
At least, as much as the Conservatives were cockholds to the New World Order and never stopped any migration, at least they were solid friends of America. The friendship between America and Britain was unquestionable. With the Labour government, it's highly questionable. Look at David Lamb. He's our foreign secretary, for God's sake, and he lambasted Trump on the internet for years. Britain, holy shit. Imagine if Russia had sent people to campaign against Kamala. Really disgraceful. So all I want to say to you, Steve, is when Iran is free, are you immigrating from the Islamic Republic of the United Kingdom?
I may well do. Because an old college friend of mine went on holiday to Iran years and years ago. And what's the place that's very historic that had earthquakes a while ago, a few years ago?
It's like
no, it's a one-syllable, really short word.
Mashhad,
no, one syllable, ending in M. Qom or
Qom.
I think it was there. And he said...
Yeah, that's a very historic.
He said it was one of the most hospitable countries he'd ever visited. They're beautiful and just such hospitable people. So yeah, I mean, I'll probably give it a few years to settle down. But very much like to visit.
I shall invite you to the shores of the Caspian Sea, my friend. I'll bring the caviar, you bring the vodka.
Excellent deal.
Traditionally, vodka and caviar go together.
Absolutely. What, in Iranian caviar, of course.
Of course, beluga, the proper proper caviar, not this other shit that they
I
sell.
actually thought, everyone thinks of Russia when it comes to caviar and vodka, but actually not.
No, it's actually Iran. The thing is, Russia claims 80% of the Caspian Sea, but the 20% that falls into the Iranian is where all the caviar fish come to spawn.
Oh, I never knew.
It's the southern part.
So the beluga, which is obviously the
Beluga,
most
yes.
well known, is that from that area?
That is it. That's the Caspian Sea.
I see.
I have swam in that sea many, many years ago as a small baby.
What's an education service we are providing this morning?
Absolutely. This is what you get at Harvest TV.
I do hope you got good numbers.
Full historical. I have probably about 10. Actually, no, it's 35.
There you go.
One of my better numbers. But yeah, so absolutely. As I keep saying to the audience, once Iran is free, I shall supply you all with beautiful caviar on the shores.
And this is the other thing, that when there is peace in the world and in countries, tourism can be such a vast industry and a vast economic benefit for nations.
What's happened? Don't put your hand in front of my camera. What are you doing?
Get a line in a minute.
Who's going to get a line in?
Please, so I've got to get a line in where they can kind of come off the pavement more.
Oh, they're going to come off the pavement?
A little bit, yeah. They want rolled shots.
All right. Well, I mean, to be honest, I've got like a decent vantage point right now, so I'm just gonna hang around here. And in fact,
So this side is one that so far very peaceful.
okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna and just now. From over the Persian side or the Royalist side, they are actually playing the national anthem of Iran, which is illegal right now, and it would cost you the death penalty.
Really?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, everything on that side right now would give you the death penalty.
That tells you about a nation, doesn't it, when playing a piece of music is sufficient to warrant your death.
I mean, the funny thing is, I watched Braveheart again recently, and at the beginning when his father died, and his uncle comes, Carlisle, and he says, "What are they?" He say, William asks him, "What are they doing?" He says, "They're playing outlawed tunes on outlawed pipes." Guess who did that? That's right. Tyrants existed everywhere. The British learned better. Hopefully, so will the Persians and the Iranians.
Were you out yesterday? Quite a few streamers.
No, I missed all that.
Tyrant Finder was down.
Oh yeah. I saw a bunch of them. To be honest with you, on those sort of days, sometimes I think to myself, what's the point? There's like 20 channels that are broadcasting the exact same thing. So I just like all that time and effort I spent to go there. I might as well just kind of masturbate or just do something more productive. Which actually, I'll be honest, at least I got something to show for it at the end of my activity. I apologize, Shad. I'm trying to keep this channel clean.
That was me trying to be educational.
We apologize, but this is what it is with Banksy. That was the Banksy coming out. I'm going to go back to Hafiz.
Banksy.
Yes, Banksy. Sometimes it just slips out. So yeah, that's.
What part of Iran are your family from?
Tehran.
From Tehran.
Yeah, the capital. Yeah. Most, pretty much all of my family are from Tehran. Certainly the immediate.
And you were born here?
No, I was born in Tehran.
How old were you when you came?
About 9. Yeah, a wee lad, as they say. So yeah, that's what happened. Would you like chewing gum?
Yes, please.
It guarantees clean because it's just the one.
It's chewing gum. It's nothing else.
Well, if you start seeing unicorns dancing, I'd say you've taken too much.
Have a stirring down below. On that subject, someone told me, I don't know if you were in London last weekend when the naked bike ride was on.
Yeah.
Not a very pleasant experience.
Sorry, what was that? I missed
The
that.
naked bike
Oh
ride.
yes, yeah.
Apparently, I'm reliably informed that some of the cyclists take Viagra before.
Are you kidding me? Oh man.
How they are not arrested, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean that is just straight up. Oh, that's nasty. That's nasty. Okay, it looks like as much as the Jobsworth police try to keep them off the pavement, off the road, they are now on the road because there's just too many of them. and gathered in one spot. And so there's nothing they can do. There was a Jobsworth police officer over there, wouldn't let me put my, I just wanted to put the tripod there just to record me with my back, with them in my back, to my back. They wouldn't let me do it. They wouldn't let me.
The van was parked here until a moment ago.
The van was, there was all these cars. I said, all these cars are parked. Nobody's coming. Oh, no. I'm like, what a Jobsworth. So I'm gonna actually go and mingle with those lot because they're shouting and screaming now.
You're gonna go down that way?
Yeah. I'm gonna cross the road. Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're on the move. We're on the move. Sorry. Wait. I'm gonna try and get across the road. Across here will be a death trap.
We're jumping over there.
I know. Okay. Let's try not to die here. I know.
So what do you think about the monarchy? Do they have any legitimacy, really?
Well, the legitimacy is very, very, to be honest, at the moment, just got to get rid of those bastards over there. Yeah. That's all we got to get rid of. Live in Iran. These guys are really going for it now. Excuse me.
Shut down Islamic Republic Embassy! Shut down Islamic Republic Embassy!
There's people everywhere.
Shut down Islamic Republic Embassy!
Sorry.
Deport Islamic Republic Diplomat! Deport Islamic Republic!
I have no idea. It's just.
No Lebanon! My life is for Iran! No Gaza! No Lebanon! My life is for Iran! No Gaza! No Lebanon! My life is for Iran! No Gaza! No Lebanon! My life is for Iran! No Gaza! No Lebanon! My life is for Iran! No Gaza! No Lebanon! My life is for Iran! Freedom for Iran! Mullahs out of Iran! Mullahs out of Iran!
Did you see there were some young lads
Yes,
outside covering their faces?
Yeah, I saw that. We did see some people back there, but it looks like they've gone. I don't know. I think the biggest thing is actually what triggers them is that Israeli flag. The Muslims don't tend to, they seem to be.
What would the Kurds think of that?
Well, that's what I mean. That's why I'm not entirely sure. I think maybe that is why the Kurds are not too fond of like this side, is because of that. Is that because no matter how much they hate them, they still hate them.
Exactly. So what is the history or the reason or the context to the support between this group and Israel? Or is it just against?
I mean, at the moment, I think it's just a political union. The fact is that their interests align, and so Israel. I mean, don't get me wrong. The Iranians, whether these lot or those lot, they support Jews forever. Jews have been in Iran for over 2,000 years. Cyrus, the King Cyrus, gave them amnesty when they were being persecuted in Rome, in Roman Byzantine, and so. The Jews have been in Iran for thousands of years. They are integral part of Iranian life. Nobody considers an Iranian Jew any different than any other Iranian. Those are Iranian. These guys are Iranian. So, for that reason, Jews are not a problem at all in Iranian society. That's okay, I left my bag here.
Is that yours?
Yeah, this is all mine. It's my little crap. There was a chair here, that's why I thought, but now it's gone.
You see, there was one man taking photos. He's now standing like the other side of the wall, near the embassy. The white t-shirt.
Oh, yeah. I see a head.
Well, actually, I'm the one standing this side of the wall. Looks to be standing there staring.
I see a head.
And when we passed, he was near the gate.
Oh, was it?
Photos.
He's gone in or something because I don't see him.
Oh no, there he is.
Ah. Okay. That is a possibility. That is an IRCG representative. He was taking photos, and he is actually at the embassy. So he's on the other side of the gate. So that piece of crap could be an IRCG traitor to the Iranian people. Khatu.
You speak Farsi, I see.
Yeah, I do.
Fluently.
Yeah, it's what we call fingerlessy. It's Farsi and English mixed. It's a whole new language. Finglish is what I speak. Down with Islamic Republic.
Andy. He thinks this is all American sponsored.
This is American sponsored. Oh dear God. But that's the thing. This is.
If it is for the greater good.
Yeah. But the thing is, you see, that is half the problem, because when you were saying about what do you think about the king, now under this circumstance, if this king comes into some sort of power as an interim government, those lot are not going to accept him because they say you're a puppet of the Americans and the Israelis. So there'll be separatist groups that won't accept him. It'll be the Kurds, maybe the Turks, you know, a whole bunch of other, maybe even, you know, Islamists that they're still going to have supporters of the.
Do you think?
I mean, there's a lot of people.
I wonder whether this lot would want to do that as an interim prior to proper elections.
Well, Alavi himself said, this guy, he himself, he was a teenager when he left Iran. He's really grew up in America. He has very American ideas. So he himself doesn't, at least his rhetoric. So even though he is, you know, we'll see. That is why I am worried. I have many worries. Yeah, he's here. And base spokesman is pissed because they defaced the British flag by sewing it onto the Kurdish flag over there.
Have they cut it? It's not. Is it?
I don't know, but they've sewn them together for sure.
At least they've left the Welsh dragon alone.
Base, Steve's talking about your flag. Next time you see him.
Yeah, they haven't desecrated the Welsh dragon, have they? So I'm not sure if they've desecrated the Union Jack, to be honest.
Well, yeah. No, I don't.
Most people do over that side.
Okay, let me see. Okay, there's a group over there sitting on the wall. We're not sure what they're doing. We're not sure. There could be.
What are they saying?
Victory to the Shah.
That was Tommy.
It is in the Iranian version. But what I'm saying is, at least he's royal. Not from Leeds. Luton. He's just an inbred version. You know how it is with the royals, man. I'm not entirely sure, actually. I don't think they. I think the police
are telling them to go back to the other side.
I think they're spilling over.
They are getting wider, aren't they, onto the road?
That group is becoming very big. They're going to have a problem controlling that.
These are some muscle, aren't
He's upset that they've got the Israeli flag. I don't think he'd like
is that what he was just moaning about?
That and a lot of creatine.
Yes, yeah, a lot.
And a little bit of road rage on that one, roid rage on that one, mate. A little bit too much on the roids, my man.
These barriers are coming for
Yeah, it looks like they're going to put up some barriers. I think they're going to put. Yeah, well, I think these guys
banned protests here until 1 o'clock today. I don't know why they chose 1 o'clock today.
No, because they were here last night. I came here last night. They were still. I drove. They have just taken the barriers because they used to also have like a little tent or some canopy or something here, and they took that away as well. Ladies and gentlemen.
Look behind.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Kurdish side has become exceedingly large now. They've spilt out into the road. Things are getting a little bit touchy here. The police are probably going to have to try to spread them along the path. We're not sure. They brought the van. Hold on. They brought the van for the. They brought the van for the barriers. They've gone and locked off the road. Look at that Ferrari.
I was in town last night and there were a lot of nice cars.
This is what happens when you cut the fuel allowance from the pensioners. You get to drive Ferraris. Some shots for Twitter. Got some shots for Twitter. flag is bending over.
It's got a floppy one.
Yeah, he's got a bit of a floppy one, that one. So I think it's the wind. It's the wind. Yeah, a lot of the stuff they're shouting, actually this is for the audience as well, a lot of the stuff they're shouting is mostly pro-royal family. Like they're saying things like, without a king, Iran has no head, no leader, no, you know, blah, blah, blah. So yeah.
The thing is, in Iran, to what broad support would the king get? Or is it like quite a small minority?
Well, that's the problem. It's hard to tell because you got to realize Iran now has a very young population. Yeah. Most of them don't even remember this guy. In fact, most of them don't even know this guy, and most of them don't even remember his dad, which was the actual king. He's never been a king. He's never been even a politician. So it's hard. Then maybe it'll work. But as a full-time king, I'm not sure. Especially if it's going to be anything like a yeah. Actually, Steve. Oh, it's okay. This. Yeah, we got to go over there though.
Yeah. I knew their numbers of.
Yeah, these guys definitely have the numbers. I got to give it to them. The Kurds have managed to get a lot of people out. Now these are, there's a little shot.
I think those two are.
Actually, I'm not entirely sure. They could just be security guards. Because it's Sunday.
There's other embassies along here. There's a
yeah, exactly. And as I said, this is Sunday. So they're not going to be open.
Their holy Sabbath.
No, but it's like Sundays, I think even in this country, because...
There's a window open right at the very top.
Because technically in Iran, they work Saturday, Sundays. They're only off on Fridays. But here, I would imagine they'll take Saturdays and Sundays. I don't know.
I parked my car right at the end. It's probably going to be ending.
Oh dear God! So you actually parked here? سلام، حال شما؟ خوبین؟ خیلی اومدم بیرون، خیلی آدم اومد بیرون. آفرین. دمشون گرم. حالا انشالله دیگه این رژیم رو میندازم بیرون.
دوربین های فیلم بردار در انتظار کسانی که در
Listen to me now. Listen, section 17. Remember that, you've got a right to observe and record the protest.
Okay.
The police are threatening to remove us.
Okay, no worries.
Alright? Spout that to them. If they don't know where it is, tell them to look it up.
Okay.
Alright? I just got threatened to remove.
No worries. Don't worry.
Alright, we're putting barriers in place. But remember section 17, that barrier situation does not rely to us.
No worries.
Alright?
Actually, I'm just looking for Steve. Police vans are ruining my shot. Police vans are ruining my shot here. It's the best we can do. Let's see if we can. All right, guys, this is getting crazy. It's packing up. It's getting real busy on that side. It's getting real busy. I think Steve's gone to move his car because he's worried they're gonna start spreading towards his car. He doesn't want to be anywhere near that. Ladies and gentlemen, please share this stream. We need the help. Share it on your Twitter, share it on your socials. Hit those likes, because they really do help. Putting up some barriers. They've literally blocked off the road now. There's a major traffic jam now. To be honest, it's mostly these police vans that have screwed this up. Okay, this van is trying to get it. Again, barriers. And now they have to go and bring them up. Sometimes you wonder who is actually running this city. They put these barriers up now to make sure that the two groups remain firmly apart without actually taking up any officers to keep them apart. They're not keeping them apart with, they're just keeping them apart with barriers. The pro-Shah people over there. I have noticed a distinct lack of Israeli flags on this side. The Kurds are still none too pleased with Israel, even though they support the downfall of Islamic Republic. Okay, guys, stick the mic up here. Stick the mic up on the thing. Ooh. These poor people are now trapped. They thought they were over there, but they're not over there. They're over there. They don't know how to get out now. Should have crossed the road. Cross the road, love. Cross the road. Oh, I see, yeah. Well, perfectly honest with you.
You see how bad my one is?
I'm suffering like crazy right now. I apologize for the bad connection and bad reception. Yeah, it's buffering. Shit. Are you still live?
I ended it.
Oh, do that as well because mine is.
Just get your body cam on.
Ah. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end this. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end this this live because it's buffering too much and it's just unwatchable at this point. Thank you so much for joining me. If you can still hear me, Hafiz TV. Please like and subscribe. Also go to CP Reports. This little